Hey guys, welcome back. So, you won't believe what I decided to get. One of you guys mentioned I needed some of these, and I noticed you guys really seem to like the videos where I show you how to kit bash and make your own tanks from the Astra Militarum for essentially free, just from the main box or so on. So, we now have a Baneblade. So I'm going to shift the camera up so you can see. Now the interesting part about the Baneblade is, first of all, this is a thick box, and it's more like it's just a big box. It's not like a normal Games Workshop box, it's a big one. So, this is going to be the unboxing. If you want to see the box itself, sorry, real quick, I'll shove that out of the way. This is it. It's a big one. It's got all the variants on the back there. Sorry with the light. And it even comes with a little commander that I'm planning on doing something with. I'm not sure yet. But for now, here. So this is obviously the main body of it. This looks like the one that's going to have the raised tank head, like the Bane sword and Shadow sword and such. I'll use that. You also get two separate commanders for riding the tank. Honestly, actually, you know what? Looking at them, I was going to say, honestly, they look kind of like repeats of the normal tank commander. But I actually have a spare body here that I was trying to kit bash. It's hard to show you. But essentially, he's got an Aquila and the little badges on the side there. But if you actually look at these guys have a sword on there. They're kind of like a... They have an actual sword. I'm not sure how well you can see it. I can't actually really see my camera there. You can see there's a sword and a few dots on there. But yeah, you have a few spare arms here. You've got, I have no idea what that, oh, that's handles for a bolter turret or something. You've got two very decorated pauldrons, two kind of just pauldrons with skulls. You have a few arms. It looks like you've got, honestly, that left arm looks like just a repeat of the normal Lehman Russ tank commander arm. The right arm's a pointing one. You got a bolt pistol left hand and a las pistol left hand. And you just have a basic las pistol just sitting there. That's cool. You get an arm with a sword. That's obviously the one I'm going to be going with. And over here, looks like you get a few heads. So I'm trying to see. So oh, I guess it's an oxygen mask. He gets like a kind of like a pilot oxygen mask. You've got a, sorry, now the rest are upside down. You got the best head, in my opinion. It's the one with the commissar style hat. Definitely gonna be using that one. You have a guy with like some kind of sight helper thing and a microphone. And over here you got the guy with just a replaced eye with a bionic one and a radio. But yeah, obviously we're gonna be going with this body, sword arm, and that head. And the other arm I'm not sure about. I might go with bolt pistol, but I don't know. I'll be running that as some kind of Ursula Creed or something like that. I'm thinking of kit bashing it into more of an actual Creed. Anyway, this is the next chunk. Now this seems to be just based on, I haven't really read the instructions. From what I can tell, this looks like it's going to be on the back of that chunk there. This is probably a transport section because it looks weirdly detailed for something that's going to be hidden on the inside of it. I don't know. I've heard vehicles often have details even on the inside. Yeah. Looks like you got a front bit of, what's the word? The angled plating that they have. You got a lot of angles, you got a lot of rivets on everything. Jeez, that would suck to highlight. The overall looks good. Looks like you got a part for a machine gun turret kind of thing. Next chunk of sprue. Here we start getting into cannons. So it's looking like you get an auto gun, kind of right there. You get a nice ammo pack there. I know this is an old kit, so you wouldn't really have all the detail. You only have that one belt of ammo, but it would be good to see better detail on that. This would be a cool kit to have revisited by Games Workshop. You have your barrel there, or at the start of it, then you have all that. You got a las cannon, or I'm fairly sure it's a las cannon. Sorry. I think that's also another little las gun thing. I'm not sure. Some kind of pintle gun. Yeah, looks interesting. Got obviously the head of the tank itself. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but that's where the cannon attaches. And that looks good. You get the tank thing that people will be driving in. Yeah, that'll be cool. We've got more barrels. Now we've got... Oh, that looks fun. That set of miniguns. You got another tank arm. In fact, you know what? I will say, I'm pretty sure these 2 bits. And you know what? Let me see. Where did that body go? Sorry, I was working on something. That'll be a separate thing. I was working on something else, so that's why there's Sprue over here. But either way, I think this one is legitimately just a copy-paste of the Lehman Russ tank commander right here. Oh no, he does have a sword on him. The arm and the hand are the same though, so I don't know. It's a little weird. It's almost like the entire thing was copied, but they clipped off, they added the sword to it. I don't know. Either way, you get 2 auto guns here. I cannot wait to... Oh, and ammo belts, I just noticed that. I cannot wait to build this thing. This is going to be the centerpiece of my army. And obviously, we're going to do a video on how to make a kit bashed one out of cardboard. This is one of the parts that got me the most excited. Looks like you got spare tank barrel, or tank ammo. Looks like you get about 3 shots, because that's each 2 pieces is 1, 1, 2, 3. I think it looks good. You get gas tanks for spare fuel. I will say this is definitely an aged kit. You can see the almost... It looks good and all, but you can see there is a lack of detail compared to modern kits. You know what? Let me... Ooh. Be great if that didn't do that. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to grab the only other kit with a gas tank I know. And that's the Rogel Dorn. And you can definitely see the difference here. You get these gas tanks of spare fuel. And you get these gas tanks with the straps holding them in place. The metal, you know, what are they called? Outside, you know, the trim. So yeah. Definitely an old kit, but it's still good, I think. Sorry about that. There we go. Next chunk. More gas tanks. More fuel. Looks like a double fuel thing here. Get a lot of your side tank bits. You get a lot of guns. Oh, actually, you know what? This is a repeat of that one. So you actually get 6 spare shots there. And you get 4 smoke launchers. Here we've got a lot of the armor plating. Very nice detail on this kind of thing. Look at that. That's crazy. Aquila's all over this. Honestly, I think I'll keep them. I was thinking I might cut them off, but I think I'll keep these. I will change this somehow. Oh, by the way, this is another repeat. And it looks like you also get your spawns and guns and all that in these. Interesting. Here, I'm assuming we're going to get a second one of these. This is all track. As you can see, that's a very thick track. Let's grab a model nearby. This is just a samurai from War Games Atlantic. That track is bigger than his body, just about. That's crazy. I'm guessing there's going to be 2 of these, though, because it looks like this is like half of a wheel, and that's the other half, so you get 1 wheel. Honestly, it looks exactly like I was right underneath it. Well, not right underneath it, because underneath it was this, which seems to be the overall body. You got the wheels, you got more wheels, and the last of the wheels, and the rest of the overall just body plating. I think overall, I think it's a good kit so far. I think they definitely need to revisit this with more detail rather than just adding more rivets on. Because the rivets are obviously awesome. But, like, all of the interest is in the fact of how many rivets this thing has. I don't even know what these 2 pieces of plastic are for. I guess we'll find out. Alrighty. And the final bit we've got, oh, you get a single base for your tank commander as well. Before we're finished, we're going to take a quick look at the building instructions and the art. So, sorry, just a sec. I had to grab the building instructions. So first, let's look at the art. You obviously have your big numbers. Very nice. You've got, sorry about the light, you've got the Cadian gates. You got some Aquilas. You got some skulls. Very nice. You have the Cadian stuff, Cadian 4th. You've got Imperius Dominatus, so, you know, tank names. Sorry, the white makes it, like, impossible to see. I don't know really how to shade that in a way. You get all the numbers, you can cut them out, put them however you want. You get a few lines with skulls in black, lines with skulls in white. Obviously, you want reverses in case you go with a light color or a dark color. Got a lot of skulls here. I'm assuming these are for foes slain kind of thing. You got V for 5 and a skull on it. That's kind of cool. Again, tons of numbers. I never use these, by the way. I don't believe in transfers really for my own army, just because I like mine looking less professional in a way. It's hard to explain. I feel like it doesn't match my painting to have like these really well done things on them. But yeah. You got wings with swords. That's interesting. You got skull with swords through it. You get like an imperial fist almost holding a laurel wreath. You got skulls with axes in white. You got bows and arrows. You got the 9th. You've got an iron cross or a Templar cross, whatever you want to call it. Nemesis, Imperial Wrath. So you get a few name options here. You get some swords. You get some skulls with like a little ribbon on it. You get, obviously you get more Aquilas if you didn't have enough Aquilas in the sculpt itself. You get this kind of Roman shield kind of art. That's kind of cool. Again, more Aquilas. You get a ton of Aquilas in this thing. I think they forgot. Oh, you get some stars. I think they forgot that they actually gave you Aquilas in the model. And now we've got the instruction manual. Cover obviously comes with good art. You get to see all of your various versions. Big cannon. I'm going to go with that one probably. You get the transport. Get another transport. I honestly don't know the difference between most of these. I'm just going to go with one of the bigger cannons because, that's cool. You get a layout of all the sprues. That's nice. You get to see, obviously, kind of how it builds. So, obviously, they focus on the tracks first. Jeez, that's a lot of room for the tracks. You get the cannons. You get some fuel tanks. Then overall the chassis. That's a lot of lights. I'm probably not going to attach any of those. There's the tank head, I guess it's called. I don't really know what it actually is called, and maybe I'll look into that. It's so crazy how quickly these things come together. There's no reason not to take all 4 of these now, or at least in 10th edition. That could change next edition. You get your tank commanders. They're going to be fun. You get lights, you get all your little attachments, smoke launchers, so on. There's even a little ladder there. I didn't actually notice that. Oh, it's right over there. And then, this is obviously the alternate build instructions for transport, which I will not be doing. I don't think, anyway. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, this is pretty much just a repeat. Get some nice pipes back there. Either way, that's kind of an overall view of this tank. I'm going to try and build it and then show you how it looks. Then I'm going to make a video on how to copy it down with cardboard, obviously. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the Baneblade. Yeah, see you soon.